Okay, perfect. I am live. Welcome, everybody, to another live stream. Actually, this is my very first live stream that I've been able to make after so long of me being off the air for quite a while. It is me, Connor's Car Productions 2025. Welcome back, everybody. I sure have missed you all, and it is great to be back. So I'm gonna take my opportunity right now while I can. Copy this, and I'm going to invite a few friends because it is about time I do some live streaming again. So, how this is possible again, I will explain. So basically, I created myself a new Google account because my other one that I had on here previously ran out of hours to live stream, and ever since then, I've been having trouble figuring out what to do as an idea for I've had trouble figuring out what to do for ideas on live streaming because I've tried a couple of new tricks and it obviously did not work. So yeah, it kind of backed off on me, but I can assure you that's not gonna be like that anymore. So I will get everything going as soon as I can. Let me send these links. First up is Adam. Next, Furby Fan 2004, also known as Peter, who's one of my new buddies. Okay, perfect. So he has the link. Adam has the link. Let me see if Astro Boy wants to join too. Okay, link has been sent. All right, and I should, while I can, put the link in the chat if anyone comments on the chat and says hi and stuff. So let's see. Yep, everything looks good. Now, what we really need at the moment is a very long catch up of how I've been doing and stuff. So everything has been okay with me so far this year. Unfortunately, my car has not been ready since last year of August. She has been sitting at my workplace, like I said, ever since last year of August. That's how long she's been sitting up there for. But good news, we're going to start working on her next week, so we should have her back on the road in no time. I'm excited. And finally, after so long, I get to see my car again on the road. Sorry, I had something caught in my throat. But in other words, I've been extremely excited. And I don't know what the heck to say though, because now that my car is going to be back on the road, being excited doesn't even describe on how I feel right now. Because right now I am just looking forward to doing everything as I can at the moment, which is get back on the lakes, and start brainstorming. That's all I can say. But yeah. God, I am just at a loss for words. Yeah, I don't even know what the heck to say at this point because I'm super excited right now. It is not funny. Apologies, my computer's being a little slow because it's been so long since I last been so long since I last you know. Dang it. All right. So I'm just gonna wait and see if Adam and Furby Fan 2004 will join, and Astro Boy if also possible. I'm hoping that one of the people that joins me will be Angel's Car Reviews. I have not heard from him in so long, it is not funny. Because of this, I've been extremely busy with work, and I've been busy trying to get my car back on the road. And I've been busy with a lot of other stuff. Basically, with trying to get things together and stuff. But honestly, nothing my mind can not even fix. But yeah, everything's been okay. It's just had a lot of thinking on my mind ever since I you know, ever since that ever since I've had no chance of coming in contact with the live streams ever since then. But I'm back and I'm ready for round 2. God. It has been so freaking long. I cannot wait to see who comments on my live stream video for the first time in a long time. So I can definitely consider myself very excited right now. Let me see if my 3 friends that I sent the links to let me see if they got the links. Double check with them quickly. Ooh, snap, I got 2 people watching me. Hello out there. Let's see. I'll just leave it up to them to surprise me. Nothing my mind can't fix. It's nothing. Yeah. But yes, other than that, I've been extremely busy with work, trying to get my car back on the road. It's just been a heck ride for me. But honestly, nothing my mind can't fix. just excited to bring myself back onto live streaming after so long, and I'm just like so pleased with it. It is not funny. I'm very blessed to see you all again. I really am. But yeah. Yeah, I can't even describe how awesome this feels towards me. Me being back on live streaming after so long feels good, honestly. Dang it, trying to get comfortable in my chair and no luck. Yeah, yeah. I had to take off my other shirt because I was starting to get cooked. But it's nothing my mind can't fix, like I said. I'm just like so excited to be back on here. It's not funny. And a lot of people that I'm in these group chats where they're blowing me up on Discord. Um, but yeah, I hope everyone is doing well out there and stuff. But I'm looking forward to seeing who comes in here for the first guest to join after so long. Clear up my notifications because I'm getting notifications. Yep, gotta love the notifications. Yeah. I'm just excited because once the first person joins, the conversation is going to get more wild than I thought. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just looking forward to more live streams further on in the future. 'Cause once this happens, I'm going to be left so shocked it's not funny because trust me, after so long of me not being able to film, I feel blessed to be back on my legs filming and stuff. But yeah, just it just feels so crazy to be back on live after so long of me not being on. Excuse me. But yeah. Let me see. Oh crud. Sorry guys, someone's trying to page me. Oh, Astro Boy's backstage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one, the only Astro Boy Productions.
Sup, fellas? I am back. I just returned from work from Philadelphia.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's so good to be home at last. Finally, I get to chill because the weather rescheduled the entire work day of 1 week.
Oh yes. Oh boy.
But
So how you
hey,
been,
I
Astro?
guess I'm lucky to be home,
Oh yeah.
and
So
I'm
how
doing
you
fine as
been?
usual. And do you want to see something what I just got today?
Ooh, what'd you get?
Oh, hang on. Where's the settings? Camera?
It feels so good to be back on here after so long.
Yep. No, that's not it.
Cause
There we go. Do you see this?
oh my god.
What do you
Dude,
think?
oh she's beautiful, man.
Amtrak's Maintenance of Way GP7.
Yes, sir. She's beautiful.
Yep. Basically, this engine will be useful for doing some maintenance work on the tracks in the Missouri Valley Railroad, along with the three other engines from CSX, which
Ah,
those are the let's see, one's a GP40 number 9703. That's where's the orange color and black lettering, just like the GP7. And two GE engines. One's a U23B, and the other's a U18B.
yeah. Yeah. As I was actually just gonna say earlier, how have you been actually?
Well, like I said, pretty busy working in Philadelphia as usual.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I
Isn't
was so
that
exhausted, but it was worth the wait.
nothing our minds can't fix, partner?
Yeah, I had to do do all the heavy work and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, good news. After so long of my car sitting at my workplace, as of next week, we're finally going to get a chance to pull her in and start working on her.
I see.
Yes, finally, after so long of my car sitting at my workplace since last year of August, I finally get a chance to get her back out onto the road.
Nice. And also, since I finally got the Amtrak GP7, now I can finally get some gondolas that also has the name Amtrak, the same colors, and of course the crane car that
Oh,
matches the same
yes.
color.
Ah, I see where you're going.
And the last and final need is the Amtrak caboose.
Oh, nice.
Yep. That way I can complete the entire Amtrak Maintenance of Way train.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I can't hide one thing though. I'm going to
Yeah.
be I'm gonna be so busy after this because Wednesday I have a special event to go to because my former classmates from my former school are actually going to be going down to a school that's down here in my hometown of Mohawk. They're gonna have picnic with a class from the school that's down here, and they actually invited me to join them.
Really?
Oh yeah, so we're gonna have fun.
Interesting.
And then as of next month, I have 2 days that I'm going to be super busy. So you guys might not hear from me for the next 2 days next month. As of June 6th, I have tons of errands to run, and plus, I'm going for a haircut.
I see. And
Yeah,
also,
because
I am very happy that I finally got the car.
oh yes,
And not only that, this Chrysler 300C from the car Road to Revenge,
oh yes.
the 2019 sequel.
Ooh,
I might
what?
try to buy another one so I can actually kit bash the entire front section of the car into the Mark III parts of the car
Smart move.
to make it look like that the car has come back in its new form while still retaining half of its old form from the old car.
Ah, yes. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking of a good hairstyle for my haircut this time. I'm thinking of getting like my sides done and get my back done and keep my top part just in case if I want to color it or style it, like one of those types of deals.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna have it done.
I
But
see.
then, but then June 7th, that's gonna be a fun day. My cousin's 11th birthday is going to be that day, and he's basically having it as a pool party. So I gotta make sure to bring my swimsuit on that day. So this will be fun.
I see. Do you think
Yeah.
in the future you'll probably find a Chrysler 300C car?
Hmm.
And just imagine if you would customize the front section to make it look like from that film, The Car Road to Revenge.
I could think about that. Yeah, I could think about that. um. Yeah.
Here, let
Yeah.
me show you. Let me go to Discord so I could show you the screenshot of the car wearing some of the Mark III parts.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
I have to laugh. I did something so funny, but a little bit stupid one day. Ooh.
What would that be?
I like that. So I'm sitting out here in the living room one day, and Molly was in between me and the blue rocking chair that's right there. And
Oh, dang.
she was minding her own business. So I decided to pull a little prank on her. I, um, my old chair that is right here. I have my feet sitting up on it because I needed a footrest one day. So I'm sitting up. I am sitting with my feet up on this, and I jolted by accident a bit because I needed to fix myself. And Molly jumped. I scared the
Oh
living
my
crap out of
gosh.
my accident. I scared the
Oh
living.
man.
I scared the living crap out of her by accident.
And was she jumping around crazy?
Yeah, she was.
Oh yeah, just like every cat videos. Yeah, hearing that reminds me about those funny cat videos that whenever the cats get scared, they jumped crazy.
Yeah, I actually thought about posting that video on YouTube one day, but I don't know how people would have reacted.
Yeah. So what do you think about that picture of the car?
That's pretty sick. I like that.
Yeah, that's what they did to customize the Chrysler with the Lincoln Mark III parts from the movie The Car.
Yeah, and I hope you don't mind, but I got a tank top on because I got so hot in my house today. So you might notice that I'm kind of sleeveless at the moment, shirt wise.
I see. Also, I don't know why, but StreamYard has been always been automatically logging me out because my StreamYard account has been inactive for some reason. So I might need to log in back because this is a default.
See, that's the thing. I like to stay default because if I don't, then I'm gonna want to logged out, and then I would have to log back in. So towards me at least, I would keep my stuff default, so this way I can stay logged in and not have to worry about like logging back in and all that other blah 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 stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of how I
But
see it.
yeah, but I'll be just like I'll be right back and see if I could try to log back into my own account.
All right.
So I'll see what I can do to get back to that. So I'll just leave log in, and then return.
Gotcha.
I'll see you later.
Take care. All right, so that was Astro Boy Productions for you guys. So now, at least until he decides to come back from doing whatever he said he was going to do, I guess now we will just wait for Adam Morales Productions. Let me see if he wants to join. Oh God, I hope he says yes. This will be great for him to see. Ow, that was my neck. Yeah, I can't help it with that, guys. If I don't do it, then a stiff neck joint could screw me up. And that, honestly, would not be a good sign. Yeah, classic me, drinking my good old soda. Oh, God. Oh, there he is. Astro Boy's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Back to my own account.
There you go.
Now it's much better. I can see all the rest of my profile pics in there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I figured out how am I going to customize the front section of the Chrysler.
What'd you have in mind?
I'm going to be buying some milliputs.
Ooh.
Yeah, the one that people always buy to customize with their stuff, and basically do some stuff with it,
Ah, yes.
So what I could do is that I'll basically remove the parts on the Chrysler and see if I could try to find the old style grill, just like the Mark III, and two headlights, the front bumper, and the how do you call those two things on the edge of the car? Just like the Mark III. I can't remember it. But yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do, just like in that picture I showed you.
I see. So, I don't know if you've seen my YouTube shorts lately, but if you did, do you recall my my Tommy Player Gordon?
No, I haven't. Like I said, I've been pretty busy in Philadelphia for 4 days.
Oh, jeez. So I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm actually customizing him at the bit, but look what I've done so far.
Oh, you added another tender.
He now has a second tender.
Just like the Flying Scotsman, huh?
Yep, I'm trying to match him up to look like his brother.
Of course, he would definitely need it for long distance travel,
Exactly. That's my idea. If I can make him look like that, I can have him do long distance travels and stuff. The only thing I really need to work on the tender at the moment is spray painting this, so this way it looks like water in the tender.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Then I gotta try and find the NWR logo, but in his colors.
Oh yeah, the Northwestern Railway logos.
Yeah, but I gotta look for that logo that says NWR on it in the colors of him, and print it out on a paper, cut them out, and then tape them to the sides. So this way, it definitely does look like he has his second tender.
Gotcha. Like similar how the letters, the LNER, was on his tender.
Yeah, like think of it. On the first tender, it's LNER, and on the second tender, it says 4472.
Exactly.
I do recall another engine having two tenders. It was not just Flying Scotsman and not just Gordon. There was someone else. I forgot who it was. I think it was one of the A4s.
Oh, shoot! I forgot the name of that engine as well. Oh man.
Shoot. You know what? I'm gonna pull it up.
Oh yeah, it was Bitten.
Oh, Bittern! Oh, Bittern! Yes, it was Bittern.
Yeah, Bittern was the one that has the second tender. Which when the Flying Scotsman returned home in the UK, they decided to give that second tender to Bittern to make that engine go in long distance travel. Ever since when it returned from the United States.
Yeah. Ooh. Actually, I just had a thought. What
Oh,
if they actually made a second tender for Bittern only and give them back and give Flying Scotsman back her old tender, but make one for Bittern, but not just for Bittern? What if they also made one for Tornado?
oh yeah, the Tornado.
Yep, another one of Gordon's cousins.
Hmm.
Yeah, I cannot believe he was actually built in the same year that my car was revamped in before she got discontinued.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here's another thing. I'm going to buy some of the models of the Missouri police cars, and do you want to know what model are they going to be at?
What did you have in mind for the models?
Ford Crown Vics.
No freaking way.
Yep, the
Actually,
Ford's famous Crown Victoria.
actually, you might be able to like look at me and tell me that I was not actually thinking about this, but truth, honesty, I actually was. I was actually planning to talk to you about that if you were going to mention the Missouri Valley police cars. Oh my god, I was actually going to talk to you about those. It looks like you
Yeah,
remember.
because they'll be the one in charge investigating about the mysterious car attacking some of the residents that basically gets in its way for some unknown reasons. Like they don't know what was the car's purpose.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. That's honestly the whole idea at this point.
Yeah,
Um,
like and there's this one guy who basically noticed about that suspicious car, decided to take a picture of it, but then suddenly, out of nowhere, the car speeds up and kills him, leaving only the camera intact.
oh my god.
And once somebody called 911, the police will arrive there and investigate what happened. And then they would notice about the camera being intact and took it to investigate what happened. And once they found out the photo, they began to know it was the car. But they
And the
still had
cops,
no idea that there was no driver in the car.
literally.
And once the situation gets worse, when the car continues to attack anyone that gets in its way, the Missouri Police Department will send out a warning to every residents that are in the area about the car's presence to let them know to stay inside, don't come out unless they hear the sound of the V8 engine or the horn.
Yeah. Um. Ooh, I don't think that cough sounds good, buddy.
Yeah, whenever it happens, like it started to go very itchy while keep talking. It's just messed up. This is new for me.
I'll be honest with you. Ever since we hit the season of spring, the pollen around my hometown is so freaking awful. Literally, as of 2 weeks ago on Tuesday, guess how many times I sneezed?
How many?
8 times.
8 times?
Yeah,
Oh, dang.
that's how bad the pollen is up here. I'm so allergic to it, it constantly makes me sneeze.
Oh man.
Like some of the trees have it, some of the flowers. And heck, sometimes the pollen, if you don't even notice it, the pollen sometimes can get on cars.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, you're talking about something that's like colored green or something, right?
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Oh, yes. Yes.
The
I know
stuff.
what you're talking about. I've seen many of that stuff all over the floor and even on my mother's car.
Ooh. Ew.
Yeah, and it always kept me sneezing as well. You're not the only one that has that problem.
Yeah, but I know it at this point as seasonal allergies. And I'm honestly sick and tired of this.
Yeah,
I just wish the government could do something about this pollen. It's absolutely freaking ridiculous.
yeah, but the only reason why they aren't doing anything was because of Donald Trump.
I blame him for that.
Yeah, and not to mention that he is still putting the tariffs, still raising the prices on companies and stuff like that.
I can't believe he's even doing that, though. That's completely unfreaking bearable. And what also makes it double awful is that he's not doing anything to support Joe Biden because as of right now, Joe Biden has cancer.
Oh man.
I wish he would do something to support Biden, but obviously he's not gonna because he obviously thinks Biden is an enemy. What utter nonsense.
Yeah, no kidding. That's really nonsense at all.
Read my mind
Not to
again.
mention from the start, like before Joe Biden was elected as a president, Donald Trump didn't even support Amtrak to try to get to the modern program and stuff like that with newer engines, new rolling stocks and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, honestly, one thing that really would have been fascinating though is that if um oh god, there was something I was just gonna say and I do not want to forget it right now. Crud. Um One thing that really would have been representable is that at least if we had ever gotten a chance again to see any steam engines that have been around for as long as we have seen them.
Yeah, and also secretly, the government, there were rumors that the government wanted to ban classic cars.
What?
Yeah, it's true. All the older models from the classic era.
How far back?
Yeah, and when the enthusiasts hear about that, they were not happy of the decision that the government had made. They were all not happy, and they decided to fight back for their rights to preserve all classic cars. Heck, even I wanted to save the Plymouth Furies.
Shit. Pardon my language, but shit. If I had the opportunity, if I had a classic car to choose, if I was a part of this, so God help me, the car I would be saving, because my mom's uncle used to drive one of these when it was a police car back then. But if I had the chance, I would have saved the Chevrolet Caprice.
Oh yeah, the Chevrolet cars. My friend Dr. Detroit has always been a big fan of the Chevrolets.
I love Chevrolet. Ever since my grandmother, at the time when she was still around before she passed from cancer, before she died, we used to have a car that was owned by her. She had a 2010 Chevrolet Equinox LT with the 2.4 liter Ecotec 4-cylinder and remote start. Actually, the thing was not bad. The one thing
Is
that really
it something like a V8 or something like what kind of model engine is it?
like I said, it had a 2.4 liter inline Ecotec 4-cylinder.
Hmm. What are
Yeah.
your opinions about the V8 engines?
I'll say they're pretty darn good because the only V8 engines I would ever take on experience with would be a a diesel engine, a gasoline engine, and a muscular V8. Like say from Dodge Ram, it would be the 5.7 Hemi V8. From Ford, that I would have to say would have to be the 4.6 liter Triton V8.
Yeah,
Chevy.
my favorite kind of V8 engine was made by Ford, a 460 V8 engine with 356 horsepower.
Oh yeah, who could ever forget those old V8s?
Yeah, they were installed on the Lincoln Continental Mark III. That was the engine that we've been hearing from the movie The Car.
Yeah. Um.
If I ever get a Lincoln Mark III, I would definitely customize the entire body similar in the film.
Nice. And back to what I was saying quickly. From Chevy for the V8s for Chevy, I would have to say the 5.3 V8.
5.3 V8?
Oh heck yeah.
Oh, dang.
And I know there was one more V8 that I was thinking of. Which one was it? Ah, yes, and this one is also from Chevy. This is the diesel one that I'm thinking of. My favorite diesel engine of all times from Chevy. The 6.6 liter Duramax turbo diesel V8.
Oh, wow.
I have dreamt and dreamt constantly of always of having to own a 2012 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD Duramax diesel, but with it being a non-dually, I kind of have a trust issue with dualies because they're such like big trucks. It would take a lot of extra watching with the extended wheel flares in the back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, did you know that in Disney Pixar's Cars, did you know that Lightning McQueen is actually a Chevy race car?
You're kidding. Which
Oh
one was
yeah.
he?
Hmm?
Which one was he?
Um I can't exactly tell what model he's based on. It's very unknown to me.
Very unknown, you say.
I think you may need to search it up what Lightning McQueen is actually based on.
I shall do that right now while I can. Yes. Yeah. One more thing I forgot to mention about myself lately, but apologies for my tone of voice because I've been trying out a new accent that I've been learning about a lot.
I see.
It's the one that they use in Texas. It's a Texan accent.
Really?
It's like Western, but it's a Texas accent.
I see.
Yeah, I've been trying to get used to it, but all the times of me trying it, it was not easy.
I see.
What shall I call? Oops, am I now? So, ever since I started filming cars for the year of 2025 this year, I scored good 3 ones. So, I scored 3 of my most favorite ones out of them all this year.
Really? And what would that be?
Well, for the first one, I scored a 2023 Dodge Ram 1500 SLT Classic.
Really?
Oh yeah. I also scored a oh god, what was that one?
Oh yeah, there's another thing. While I was on my way to Philadelphia, I saw some of the cars that had the word Lincoln on the back end because Ford is still having partnerships with Lincoln.
Awesome.
Yep. the company that actually made an agreement to create the Lincoln Continental Mark III for the Ford Motor Division.
Oh my god, that is so cool.
Yeah, which I do actually like Lincoln because they're the best partners for Ford. You know?
Ooh. So I just figured it out. Lightning McQueen is actually based off of. Well, they're giving out a couple of version options of what he's based off of. Saying the Chevy Corvette C6, Ford GT40, Dodge Viper, and the Porsche 911.
Interesting.
So there's a couple, but we don't exactly know which one. Which one, for full honesty, truth.
Yeah.
But yeah. um,
What do you think about the third movie, Cars 3?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love how at the end of the movie, McQueen decides to take over Doc Hudson's old paint job, but he
Yeah, and
roasts.
now he is known as the Fabulous Lightning McQueen.
Yes, but one thing I also like about it, his paint job, is that he had a little something written on the back for Doc. He goes, "For Doc Hudson."
Yeah, because they wanted to make sure that he would still be remembered for years to come. Ever since the back in the olden days in 1954, they quit on him because he's history because of new generation models took its place.
Yeah, well, I'm glad he showed his improvements and made a comeback at least.
Yeah, at least he was a very good mentor to Lightning McQueen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like the way how McQueen did something similar to Cruz Ramirez as well.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah.
And I'm very surprised that McQueen actually made an agreement with Team Dynaco to adopt the number 51,
Oh
which
yeah,
was the number of the fabulous Hudson Hornet.
and they gave it to Cruz.
hmm So that way, that his number and the fabulous Hudson Hornet name would always be remembered in the history of racing.
Exactly. Um.
And in fact, there are a lot of handful of survivors of the real Hudson Hornets out there.
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen one or two models, but I haven't seen all the others.
Yeah. Also, I managed to find two pictures of the 1958 Plymouth Fury station wagon car.
Ooh.
Yeah, because not only did they did as a for that they sold them as two-door Belvederes or four-door sedans, but they also did station wagon models.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised, but when I look at the back of the Fury station wagons, like at the very back where you flip the seats open and close them down, like new models do that,
Mm-hmm.
their seats on the Fury station wagons faced backwards.
Oh my god.
Yeah, for real. They had the seats in the back end facing backwards.
What were they thinking?
Yeah, hold on. Let me go to Discord and show it to you there.
Um. One thing I
Like,
actually
for
laughed
real, dude.
Oh, so I do have some exciting news. I think you'll love this. I'll wait till after you send these pictures in. Oh my
There you
god.
go.
What in blazes?
I know, right? I mean, look at the second picture. If you see at the very back of the Fury station wagon, look at the seats.
Oh, for God's sake.
I mean, I had no idea that Plymouth was actually into that idea.
You know what? It wasn't just Plymouth that actually did that. Ford did that. Mercury did that. Hell, sometimes even Lincoln did that with some of their cars, but it wasn't just them. Chevy, Buick, oh god, what was that other one? Uh, I think it was just Chevy and Buick that did this too. But if you recall the Caprice wagon and the Roadmaster wagon, mm, that's what
Yeah,
they did to the cars as well. And Oldsmobile even took an opportunity with that too when they made the custom cruiser 3-seated station wagon.
yeah. Sadly, the company had moved away from that decision to only face the seats forward this time today.
Yeah, I really wish some of the old General Motor cars would come back out.
You're talking about the GMC?
Not just that, but um,
Because the way you said General Motors, it means by GMC.
well, GMC is a car company of itself by Chevrolet and General Motors combined. But for this one, I was thinking more like Pontiac, Oldsmobile, and at least Saturn,
Right.
because if Pontiac does come back out with one of their vehicles at least, I don't even care if it's at least like one of their vehicles, as long as they can make extra copies. Like screw it.
Yeah.
There is one Pontiac I do have in mind that I actually like because I don't know if it's possible or not, but I think they may be making a comeback along with Chevrolet because Chevrolet might be bringing back out the Chevelle.
Really?
Oh yeah, my mother and I found out about that. Found out about that on Facebook.
Yeah. I just wish that Plymouth would make a comeback. It would
Yeah,
be
I
cool
might
to
really
make them come
teach.
back.
Yeah, but they.
Just imagine what it would be like for Plymouth to make modern cars.
Oh yeah, that would be sick. But this is somebody's idea because they uh they posted a picture of the supposedly brand new pickup truck version of the Pontiac Aztek. Take a look at this.
Oh, wow.
That looks
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah. You would also be surprised, but I also heard that there were rumors that Ford is going to go back designing more modern Crown Vics.
You're joking.
Oh, yeah. They're going to come back into the Crown Vic series.
Nice.
I know, right? Pretty
And check out
surprising, huh?
and check
After
out this
many
car.
years of service, the Crown Vics are really going to come back. Wow.
What do you think?
That is cool.
That supposedly might be the all new 2026 GMC Citroen.
Nice.
So for the first time in a very long time, GMC might be bringing out a sedan for the first time in a very long time. They used to make these back in the way olden days, supposedly from what my mother is saying.
Nice.
And check this out. I don't know if it might actually be a possibility, but Chevy might be also bringing back this out. the Caprice.
Nice.
Oh, I
I'm
don't know.
surprised that the companies are really going back to, like, into their predecessor series cars.
Dude, you ain't telling me nothing. I'm excited about it myself. Oh, and you know what else is really cool too?
What?
I've been hearing rumors on Facebook that Buick might be making its first ever pickup truck.
Ooh. Now, this is going to be exciting.
Look at this.
Ooh, nice.
Oh my god, the interior is so freaking beautiful. Look at this. It has everything. Sunroof, interior, and the whole dashboard is going to be all digitalized.
Just like today's modern cars that we see today, right?
Exactly, especially with the pickup trucks.
Yeah.
And the Chevy Nova might be making a return as well. Look at these.
Oh, hello.
Oh yeah. This
That
is
is
going to be
so cool. Also, I'm trying to extend the frame for the car so that way it could fit. So that way I can have rolling tires for
Ooh,
the Lincoln Mark III.
I like what you're thinking.
Yeah, because I'm kit bashing it so that way I can have rolling tires.
Oh yeah.
And I do hope in the future I'll try to buy the other black Chrysler 300C, the same one I have right now, to customize that one to resemblance the Lincoln Mark III only in the front section.
Oh yes.
Like the one in the
Oh
picture I showed you earlier from the car Road to Revenge. Like
yeah.
basically it will reveal half of its old form. Like it has
Nice.
come back after its defeat.
Nice.
Yeah, because I wanted to make it in like in season 3 in the Missouri Valley Railroad, somewhere in between that. Um like the car, like I said, it will basically show up randomly and begins to kill people that gets in its way.
Oh yeah.
And once John Wilson and the engines knew something was like happening, it was very dangerous. Like the car is definitely a huge threat.
Oh, you're not wrong right there.
So basically, what Dr. Detroit told me is the way how they can defeat the car is by luring the car into a trap.
How will they do that?
It was up to the owner himself, John Wilson. He will drive his 68 Plymouth Fury and lure it into the old abandoned warehouse.
Oh dang.
And once the car goes into the warehouse, it would basically trigger the gates. And the little monster steam engine, which is basically a 042 steamer tank engine, would basically kick the explosive box cars into the abandoned warehouse. And once the cars go in, then the bombs in the box cars will explode, destroying the entire uh, body of the Mark III, leaving only the engine flying up in the air and landed onto the Chrysler.
Oh my god.
That would make it look like that the car was not defeated just yet.
Dang. Yeah, and supposedly what I'm finding out from Buick, they're also gonna call their truck. For what they're supposedly gonna saying, they're gonna call their Buick pickup truck the Buick GN.
The Buick GN, huh?
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Oh yeah. I see it that way too.
Yeah. Also, did you know that General Motors used to have an old previous partner,
Who would that be with?
Electromotive Division?
Really?
Yep, the same company that made the diesel locomotives to the railroads to this day.
Oh goodness.
However, ever since the failure of the ST50s, they decided to split up and no longer be partners anymore.
I see.
And many people say that the ST50s were very bad locomotives.
How could they have been that bad?
Electrical components malfunction, cracks showing in the prime movers, everything.
Huh. Weird.
Mm-hmm. And that's the reason why GM decided to split away from EMD.
Huh.
Because they were
That
very
is.
not happy for the way EMD had accomplished.
You are obviously not kidding.
Yeah, it was definitely a huge headache for maintenance workers to maintain the engines.
Yeah. I can see the appeal of that, and that definitely does make sense.
Yeah, like really. If they would have just take time to do some research and developments of the SD50s, then it would have been fine.
Yeah. So I have a couple of more things I want to show you while we can. So Cadillac might be bringing back out the Seville.
Ooh, nice.
Look at this.
Wow.
And this is what the interior will look like.
Interesting.
Ooh. I almost just got blinded by my phone's flashlight.
Interesting.
And supposedly the all-new 2026 Buick Roadmaster Estate Wagon.
Oh yeah, so they're really going back to the the same similar design that they used to do back in the olden days, huh?
Yeah. Oh, one thing I really have to laugh at too. Chevrolet might be updating the Corvette a bit because look what they're about to do.
Oh wow.
They're going to turn the Corvette into a pickup truck.
Nice.
It is so gorgeous that it's not funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the Chevelle.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I imagine if Plymouth would have stayed in financial then it would have never gone out of business and would continue to make cars to today,
Yeah, trust me, you're not wrong right there. I can literally see where you're going with that. But here's the interior of the Chevelle.
Ooh.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if I ever go to a place where they sold classic cars, I would definitely find that 68 Plymouth Fury and of course the 58.
Yeah.
My mom only wanted me to buy a 4-door 68 Plymouth Fury because she likes the 4-door models better than the 2 doors.
Yeah. So, you know how Chevrolet used to make the C10?
Yeah.
Well, Cadillac might be taking that away from Chevy because look what they're trying to do.
Oh dang.
Oh, yeah. And not just that. Check this out. The all-new 2027 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme.
Wow.
So I think Oldsmobile might be making a comeback.
Interesting.
Oh, and you know how I just mentioned about how Chevy might be upgrading the Corvette to a pickup truck?
Yeah.
Ford's going to do the same thing with the Mustang.
Oh dang.
Oh, yeah.
How do every single companies come up with this idea?
I don't know, but I find it cool, though. Oh, and speaking
They're
of
really ahead with their brand new ideas for their cars.
yes, they are. I hope Buick and Pontiac actually do make their comeback, but with new trucks, the new trucks. But take a
Yeah.
look at this.
Ooh.
The all-new 2028 Chevrolet Monte Carlo.
Are there going to be some brand new Chrysler cars or something like that? I'm not sure.
Speaking of Chrysler,
Oh, they even make pickup trucks.
they're going to now for Jeep. This is going to be the SRT version of the Jeep Grand Cherokee pickup truck. But check out this
Yes.
one.
Oh, wow.
I would love to have one of these, but without the bed, the thing for the bed.
Indeed.
Oh, that was the last one. Dang it. I didn't realize I reached the end. Clumsy me.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, and I am.
Oh, yeah. You'd be surprised, but Lincoln is going back to their Continental Series cars. They're going back making models.
Please tell me you're kidding.
I'm not kidding. They're really going back to the Continental Series cars.
Honestly, one thing that would be so cool. Imagine if Mercury ever came back out and they had actually made the Mercury Grand Marquis again.
Yeah,
Imagine
and
that.
here it is. This one's a 2017 Continental.
Ooh, I like that. I would have gone for the 2018 version of that sucker.
Yeah,
Just
and
me.
here's this one. This one's the same thing, 2017.
Ooh, purdy.
Yep. And you know what? I am so surprised that Lincoln has finally decided to go back to their Continental Series cars.
You're
I
not
mean,
kidding.
the first Continental car that they made was really successful back in the olden days.
Yeah. Actually, one thing that really could have been so successful is that if Mercury and Ford ever teamed up to do the Milan, I know they had a sedan car that was equal to the Ford Fusion back in 08. What was it?
Hmm.
It was
Not
equal to the
sure.
Ford Fusion.
Check this out. This one, what year is this model? Hang on.
Ooh.
Let's see. 1956 Lincoln Continental Mark II.
Whoa.
Yep, this is way before when Lincoln and Ford have decided to upgrade these cars to the 1969 to 1971 Mark III.
Dude, that's crazy.
Indeed. In fact, I like this Mark II. Imagine if that the Mark II and the Mark III would be together.
Yeah. Actually, uh yeah, I'm still trying to figure out that car right now of which one it was that was equal to the Ford Fusion back in 2008. I know it was one of these cars. Cuz Lincoln made the MKZ. Ford made the Ford Fusion. What was the name of that one car by Mercury? I think it was called the Milan.
I think so. I don't know.
Honestly, one thing that is for certain, and this would make it even, and this would even make a great effort for Mercury to even come back out too. But they could have
Yeah.
combined the Ford Fusion's body and made the Mercury Milan too, and Mercury could have stayed alive with Ford on the Fusion.
Yeah, and prepare to be amazed what you're going to see. Are you ready?
Ready.
The 1958 Ford Edsel.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and there were also videos to see which actually performs better, whether it be a 58 Plymouth Fury or a 58 Ford Edsel.
Yeah.
And this one you see is a two-door. Right here is a four-door Edsel, and just like Plymouth, the station wagon.
Oh yeah. That station wagon. You gotta love those station wagons.
Yeah, if I ever find a Plymouth Fury station wagon, then it would be a really cool car to add in the collection, along with the other rest of the Plymouth Furies.
Crap, you're not wrong right there. And actually, guess how many subscribers I'm literally sitting at right now?
How much?
373.
Oh, dang.
Oh, yeah. Um,
My subscriber count is 664. I'm definitely going to definitely reach 700.
oh, I know you will reach that point.
And sooner or later in the future, I might be able to reach 1,000.
Lucky you being so lucky.
Indeed. What are your opinions about the Ford Edsel?
I'll say straight off from the start that they are an absolutely beautiful car to ever be seen.
Yeah. Well, like I said to Dr. Detroit, I'm actually more of a Plymouth car kind of guy because the Plymouth cars have much more better suspension than the Edsels had, you know?
Yeah. Um,
Not to mention that they also featured better engine brakings, too.
yeah. Um, actually, I have to laugh right now. So, I don't know if you recall, um, one of my YouTube community posts is if you ever seen this one, but hopefully at some point when I do get Lucy back next week, I do plan on using her as a project car, which will be a good start for me because I do have a bit of work on her I want to do.
Really?
Oh yes. So I can consider this fun.
Right. Oh, dude, you gotta look at this. This is what Ford did to their three different model Edsel cars that Ford made from 1958, 59, and 1960. So here they are:
Excuse me.
58, 59, 60.
Oh my god. Look what they
All part of
did.
the Edsel series cars.
Oh man, that is so sick.
I know, right? It's very cool to see that Ford made the Edsel series cars in three different models in each year.
Crud, you're not wrong right there, partner. And back to what I was saying quickly. Because once I get done doing Lucy's project series, there I have a car in mind that I actually want to try out for my next one.
And what would that be?
A 1996 Honda Accord LX.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, you want to
Also,
see them?
while I was watching on YouTube, there was this one video that this guy is using a lifter to lift retired and scrapped cars into the crusher. I saw the Ford Edsel sitting right next to the crusher.
What?
Yeah, I literally just saw it sitting there, like literally all beat up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a shame. that these cars had to face their own fate while the other rest had survived.
Yeah. But speak of the devil while we can. Here's the Accord that I have in mind.
Nice.
I was gonna get one with a 5-speed manual transmission, but I just said screw it.
Really?
Yeah. Because I don't know really much about driving stick at the moment. I still want to practice on that, but trust me. I consider 5 speeds as a standard stick shift. But the one manual transmission I could definitely consider fun is a 6-speed.
Nice.
Trust me, I have 2 cars in mind that I want to look into that have a 6-speed manual. Hopefully, I could consider looking into buying one of these suckers at some point for a project car. So I'm going to try to either look into a 2014 Honda Accord Sport 6-speed or a 2011 Toyota Camry LE 6-speed.
Nice.
And you heard me correctly. Yes, 6-speed for a 2011 Camry LE. Because back then, if you recall, they used to make 5-speed manuals for the Camrys.
Interesting.
So now they brought out the 6-speed manual for the Camrys in 2010, I want to say. And it has ran spectacularly since then.
Interesting.
I mean, hell, Ford didn't even bring out the 6-speed manual for the Fusion until 2010 either. So I could consider that cool.
Yeah.
Because if you recall from looking at a 05 Ford Fusion SE, don't know if you ever seen one of those old ones, but back then they didn't used to make a 6-speed. What they used to make was a 5-speed manual.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Here, let me show you. This is the new Crown Vic that they're going to make a comeback.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, you gotta send me that picture.
Indeed. In fact, here are some other different models of the Crown Vics.
Let me see. What?
Yep. There's more.
Oh, great heavens.
The Crown Victoria Series cars are finally coming back, looking brand spanking new.
Dude, I am so looking forward to seeing those. That is going to be so sick.
Yeah. I'm glad that the companies had decided to go back, continuing what they used to do back in the olden days.
Yeah, I second that. Dang it. I just lost my head again. Dang it.
Uh-oh.
I hate it when this happens.
What was that?
That was my phone.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so
Yeah.
definitely I need to see the model. So the model I've seen in the car Road to Revenge is a 2019 Chrysler 300C.
Look who's in the
year
chair.
when those cars were released.
Look who's in the chair.
Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh! Hi!
That's my aunt's kitty.
Hi there!
That is Chi-Chi.
Hi, Chi-Chi!
She's like, who the hell was that?
Chi-Chi! Oh my goodness. Chi-Chi!
She's like, I'm scratching. Give me a dang minute.
Hi, Chi-Chi! when you said that, she was like, what did you just say? Oh my gosh.
Hell, she's even way more fluffier than my cat.
Yeah, and speaking of which, how's Molly doing?
She's doing okay. She's actually not happy that Cheech is here.
That Chi-Chi's here?
Yes.
Why wasn't she not happy about it? Like, what's the problem?
She's still not happy about it to this day. My aunt brought her cat over here out of the blue, and ever since then, Molly's had a pure hatred listing going on for Miss Chi-Chi over here.
Wow.
And Chi-Chi wants to be friends and stuff with her, and Molly keeps like, "Get away from me, you fluff bag."
Wow. Wow.
I just don't know what to say for this poor kitty at this point because I feel bad for her. She gets along with Tashi, which I'll say is a good thing, but Molly, on the other hand, oh my god.
I see.
She'll growl at her. She'll try to beat the crap out of Cheech.
Let me guess. She's also going to hiss at her.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, she does not like Cheech. I don't like that. I'm trying to get them to get along, and it's obviously not working because none of the tricks that I'm thinking of ever work.
Yeah, sometimes cats always need to take their time to get what they used to, you know? Because
And I
I've
don't
seen many videos about that.
and I don't know if you'll have any advice for this, but I will need some help for my mother as well. But we are having a severe issue with Tashi.
What's wrong?
Well, lately when I've been feeding him, Tashi constantly keeps eating too fast to where he will like vomit after a few seconds
Oh, dang.
and I can't get him to slow down. I've tried every trick I know with him on that stuff and he's not stopping. He's acting like his food's just gonna get taken away by Molly when she'll eat slowly and carefully, unlike him at the moment.
Oh, man.
So I don't know what to do anymore because my mother and I are getting sick of this.
Yeah, I wish I could help something like that, but I don't even have experience about how to, like, you know.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I'm surprised. Ever since I started this, Adam has not even jumped in here yet because I was hoping he would have joined too.
Right. You ever heard of a company called Fairbanks Morse, right?
What was it?
Fairbanks Morse?
No, I don't think I ever heard of that one.
Well, let's see. It was the company that basically makes uh prime movers
Hmm.
for
Interesting.
like for all different kinds of machinery that Fairbanks Morse did over the years. Heck, they even also entered the diesel locomotive market back in the day before
Ooh.
the company was bought out in 2020 actually.
Yeah. Um.
Sad to say that Fairbanks Morse no longer exists because it was bought out.
Yeah. So, I'm doing some online shopping yesterday, and I decided that since how it's gonna be like a pool party at the location where my little cousin's gonna have his 11th birthday at, I
Yeah,
decided to upgrade my swimsuit outfit a bit and buy myself a swim shirt.
really?
Oh yeah, but it's basically like a t-shirt, but I know it as a swim shirt, and I got it in the correct size that I'm in right now, 3XL.
Nice.
Yeah, I have it in coming in a very nice shade of blue. I love it.
I see.
Yeah.
Have you heard about this engine that Fairbanks Morse built called the Erie Built?
The Erie builds. Very interesting. No, I actually don't think I've ever heard of that one.
Those engines were very unsuccessful because do you
Right.
want to know what prime mover they used on those Erie builds?
What did they use?
Submarine engines.
Submarine engines?
Yep. Submarine engines and diesel locomotives don't mix.
Okay, pardon my language again, YouTube, but seriously though, like, what the hell were those guys thinking about doing that to those diesel engines?
I honestly had no idea why they would make a decision like that back in that day.
Honestly, I'll say it though. I say that's utter nonsense because, like, who in their right darn mind would actually be doing that to such diesels?
Like I said, I had no clue why they do that, but obviously it is a stupid decision.
Yeah, actually, while I can, my phone, my AO3 phone, which I have the online Walmart store on, that thing has been on charge all day because I've had a battery issue with it all day, and I could not get it to charge this morning because my cord was running so slow on it. But it's fully charged. I gotta go get it. I'm gonna show you my shirt,
I see.
and believe me when I say this, you're gonna love this.
Oh, wonder what it's gonna be.
You're gonna love this one, dude. Trust me.
Okay.
Clear out these notifications. Doing this. Oops. Come on, phone. Stop being slow. Come on. Now you haven't ran all day, but holy cow. Sounds like you got a catchy whistle tune.
Indeed.
All right. You ready?
Yep. Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
That is so cool.
I know. And
Yeah,
that's
I want to
the.
show you this. This is a Fairbanks Morse Sea Liner.
Ooh. I like that.
Yep. But sadly, none of these engines survived.
Oh, no.
Yep. They were unfortunately being cut up for scrap.
Oh, crap.
The only Fairbanks Morse engines that we see that did survive would probably be the Trainmasters.
Oh, wow.
And of course, their switcher engines too.
Yeah. See if you could guess what I'm holding in my hands right now.
Is that?
My swimsuit? Yeah. It's camouflage themed too.
Oh yeah, it looked very resemblance to a Dazzle camouflage paint scheme.
And I love it. It's in blue too. Makes it so stylish.
Indeed.
And just so I can at least see underwater too. I've been searching for these for the last few weeks, but I finally found them.
Nice.
My goggles.
How long have you been looking for them?
Like I said, I've been looking for the last few weeks for these suckers.
How did you lose them from the start?
Well, I was cleaning my room and I accidentally put these in the wrong place.
Oh.
Yeah. Aw, she's just taking a little kitty nap on the chair.
Aw. Well, you don't want to disturb her nap. She needs it.
Absolutely not.
Or else she'll be upset if somebody disturbs her.
Yeah. But one thing that's really cool too is that the tank top that I'm wearing actually is a representance that represents the company that makes these soda cans.
Dr. Pepper.
Yep.
Wow.
Cause see, the can says Dr. Pepper, and my shirt says Dr. Pepper on it too.
Well, I had no idea that they would make something like that either.
I had no idea either, but they do all kind of sorts of shirts for these. They do Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Coke, you name it.
Interesting.
Trust me, I'll stick with Dr. Pepper and Cherry Pepsi forever. These are the only kind of shirts that I'd be wearing constantly if I was to ever have a soda.
Right.
Ooh, ow. Ooh. Ow.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I accidentally pinched a nerve in one of my teeth. I just pinched a nerve by accident.
Ouch.
Yeah. Um. Oh no! I just lost Astro. Oh no! Oh crap! Oh crap! Not good. Oh, let me see while I can see if Mr. Adam wants to join. Oh, here he is. Astro's back.
My wrist just accidentally pressed the duck logo.
Oh no.
And that's the reason why you saw what happened.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh yeah, guess what?
What?
While I was on my way home from Philadelphia, you'll be surprised, but I actually saw another displayed caboose.
You're kidding.
Yep, and instead, that model is made out of wood instead of steel.
Oh my
Which basically
God.
it is a very much older model.
Ooh.
Yeah, and the one that I saw another caboose last year was made of steel.
Yeah. Ooh. I got somebody watching me at last. Ooh.
Hello.
Who do we got this time? Ooh, who knows? Maybe they even might join as a guest too.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Let's see.
But while we're at it, I just want your opinion. What is your opinion on the Ford Fusion?
Honestly, I really don't know.
Well, I don't know if you ever recalled too, but my poppy actually has a Ford Fusion SE. He even let me film it, and I even have a video of it on my channel.
Really?
Yeah. So if you want, feel free to take a look at it right now while you can. Because actually, one thing you will really want to know is I do deeply apologize about this, but I didn't get a chance to film it while it was clean because honestly I caught it at the wrong bad time because it was filthy.
Like, really, really filthy?
Well, not like on the outside. There was a teensy bit of mud on the outside, but the interior, oh my god, crumbs from chips. Oh my god.
Oh, then it's a mess, huh?
It was. My poppy has had a rough time and he hadn't had a chance to clean out his car.
Oh.
Yeah. I love the chime that they actually put in his Ford Fusion. It sounds so calming. Hell, it even sounds like the one that they put in the 2016 Ford F-150.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Well,
sounds like
the Ford truck is an F-150 that my dad has, and it was built in 2006.
So he has a 2006 Ford F-150.
Mm-hmm. It
I
basically
see where.
has the older model chime, like not like the modern ones that we heard from modern Ford trucks today.
Yeah, actually, I have to laugh. They did used to make the old body style Fords, like say from 2003 in 2004, actually, because guess what they used to do? They used to make these like low rider trucks of the F-150, but with the old gauge clusters, not like the one that your dad has in his truck, but with the old gauge clusters from 2003. And the chime sounded so familiar from 2003 as well. And I said, like, what the hell did they do to these dang trucks?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I like the one that I saw on Meticulous Motors once. It was like white and it was like a low rider, but it had it was like a crew cab. But one thing that really got me fascinated about it is that it was a long bed. I'm like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
And actually, one cool thing is too, my mother and I used to own a Ford F-150.
Really?
Oh, yes. We used to own a 1999 Ford F-150 XLT extended cab.
Nice.
With
What
the
color is the body?
uh it was one of the versions of white. I think it was either plain old white or if it was like a summit white, I want to say.
I think it might be like the buckskin beige color scheme.
One or the other. But the interior was nice. It had leather interior. It had a bit of mileage, but I could assure you the truck ran super fine up until 4 years later.
Like it was started to show its age, huh?
Oh yes. We wanted up with a battery, the mechanism to do the seat, the power driver seat broke. Um and the little panel that has the power windows, locks and mirrors on for the driver's door.
Yeah.
That's that's out of place because somebody broke that.
Oh man. I
And
mean, well, that's what happens when cars were built in the olden days, and when years comes to when time when newer models take place. The older models would like reveal their old aging parts.
cried, you ain't wrong right there. Because actually, right now there are 3 parts that I need on my car replaced, and thankfully these will not take long to replace.
How do you find those older model parts? Like where do you find them?
Well, these 2 parts were not hard to find. I actually found these on Amazon with my mother. But the third part, thankfully, these guys had my guys had it in stock over at my workplace. Um, because currently at the moment, I need a new brake line. I need a new timing belt, and I need a new water pump.
I see.
Yeah,
What other
and because
parts are you looking for exactly?
well, nothing else at the moment, but I'm having one severe issue with my car that I want to try to figure out on my own.
Oh,
Yeah. This one will be a fun one.
really?
Oh, yes. I'm having trunk lock issues.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, like I could open it just fine from my driver's side door because I have a power trunk button releaser on my driver's side door and I have a trunk release button on my key. But the lock cylinder that is on my trunk at the moment actually failed and it is like so rusted I cannot even move it. Even when I stick my key in it, I cannot move it.
Right.
Yeah. And actually, like I was actually just gonna say,
Uh huh. Oh,
the key to my
hello.
mom the key to my mom's old Ford F-150.
Nice.
I have the other two, but I kind of hid them away.
For what reason?
Just from memory. Just in case if I lose this one.
Oh, I see.
Honestly, and I'll even admit one thing too. Out of all the vehicles that Mazda has made over the years, my favorite car, and it's a sedan, trust me, but I like this station wagon version of it. But I found out that Mazda made a really good car called the Mazda 6.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and this is exactly what the key looked like.
Oh, wow.
It was not bad. I like how it was like separate. But imagine if that was actually like a base model with no keyless entry and I had to stick the key in the door to unlock it constantly. I would
Mm-hmm.
not mind that. That would be so sick.
Interesting. Oh, so
And
here's the scene from the 2019 film The Car Road to Revenge when this old mechanic brought the Chrysler in his shops and repairs it with the Lincoln Mark III parts from the 1977 film The Car.
let's see what we got here.
He's going to test out the engine, see how it performs, but then all of a sudden the engine stalled. And he was not happy. And when he got out of his car, you'll be surprised to know what's going to happen next.
Uh-oh.
This piece of side thinking.
Uh-oh.
Here it comes.
Oh no.
And then,
Oh dear Lord.
yep, now the Chrysler looks very more insane.
Oh! He killed the man. Oh! Oh my god. Ay!
Yep. But what the critics were talking about the film, they say that this film has barely had no connection to the original 1977 film. Like there was literally no connection to that.
Oh god. That's crazy.
Yeah. But obviously I just don't care what the critic says. I like the 2019 film. It's amazing. Even brings back the old memories of the 1977 film The Car.
Yeah. One thing I cannot stop thinking about though is that one sedan car that Mazda used to make, the Protage. What was their purpose with that car? That's at least something I want to know because it didn't look like any other car that I would have recognized it from.
Really.
Yeah. Like 1 year when I noticed one of the cars on Mark from Ford Mustang 98 Guys channel, someone had the massive courage for the manufacturers for what Mark was saying is that some idiot took the chime out of a 2005 Toyota Tundra and placed it in the Mazda Protage.
Really.
Yes, some idiot did that, and they still have no clue on who the hell did that to this day. They still have no clue.
Oh man.
And they didn't even have cameras in that manufacturer at the time, so I found it a little too mysterious.
Right. Also, take a look at this scene from the first 1977 film The Car. Watch this.
My name's Johnny Norris. What's yours?
This is just a hitchhiker.
I'll pay the toll.
Now watch this.
Slow down, you won't even see me.
Oh crap.
Help yours with a splintered fiddle, you son of a bitch!
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, he said what I think he said.
Once the car heard what he said, he just stops and then slowly backing up to take his life because he's gonna ran him over. You see that? The Mark III is slowly backing up.
Oh crap. But then it's gonna go faster and faster and faster.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
That'll teach you to jump to conclusions.
Like, did you see he just slapped his fingers? Like, that'll teach you to jump to conclusion.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
You see, it just killed him right there because you couldn't see it with all the smoke.
Right.
Once the car finished him off, just took off.
That car is a demon.
Yeah. Which obviously in the 2019 film, the company that saw the old film, they wanted to make it more scarier and something like that, you know?
Honestly, you would never catch me ever owning a car that would be a demon like that. That would be so Tetris and Nightmare.
Yeah. I'm guessing that the company that saw the old 1977 film decided to do something like, how do you say, an inspiration in 2019.
Yeah. So
And that's what we see, the Car Road to Revenge 2019 film. And
yeah.
instead of the Mark III, they used the Chrysler.
Yeah. So I know I mentioned earlier to you that I had good news. So I think you're going to like this. I've been waiting for this. So, because of how I'll have my car back soon, I've decided to do something very special for my workplace.
Really?
Yeah, you do recall what my workplace is, right? Because you may have seen it in one of my videos.
Really?
You do remember which one it is, right?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, right. That's right.
You remember the name of the place?
Okay. I'm always getting so upset that I keep forgetting because sometimes I'm having a hard time to remember what it is.
My workplace is Skinner's Auto Sales, located on Route 5 in Herkimer, New York.
Really?
That's my workplace. I work at a car garage.
Wow.
Yep. But honestly, what I'm going to admit right now is that this is what I have planned for my workplace at Skinner's. So, the Alien Doodah Parade is this year in July on the 19th. And I want to get Lucy ready before then because this does require my license, but I'm going to take Lucy through the parade with some magnetic sticker badges on the side that say Skinner's Auto Sales on one side, and the other one will say, if you need a tow, a fix, or repair, just call Skinner's Auto Sales. I'm going to support my coworkers and my boss.
Oh, so it will be like a sponsorship or something like that, right?
Exactly. But the goal will be is I do need someone in the driver's seat, the passenger seat with me because I'm gonna have someone pass out candy.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll see how this goes because if this goes well, then just goes to prove this will be interesting.
Yep.
I still keep getting the shivers about driving because of occurring all the accidents that have happened in my town lately, and I'm worried about ending up in an accident with me driving. Oh God.
Yeah, sometimes many people would always feared about accidents and stuff like that. I get what you're saying.
That's one thing that scares me about driving is the accidents.
Yeah,
Oh my.
I understand what you mean there.
Yeah, I'm getting the chills from it already.
Also, I want you to listen to this sound effect from the Lincoln Mark III's Ford 460 V8 engine from the movie The Car. Ready?
Yeah. Ooh. Now that sounds muscular.
Indeed. They were very loud engines that Ford made for their Mark IIIs.
Yeah, they were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. um yeah, you're not wrong right there.
Which this is exactly why in the future I wanted to try to find the Lincoln Mark III. And if I do, I would definitely customize the entire body of the car.
Yeah.
Which it might take a little time to do so, you know? I mean, it just takes time to customize the body of the car.
Yeah. Come on,
And
man.
heck,
I'm gonna join
and
your
you want to know what else if I am done with the body?
what?
I would basically add in the horn, the same sound
Oh.
horn from that movie.
Ah, yes, the horn. Who could ever forget the good old horn?
Yep. That is exactly what I wanted to do it. Like if I ever find the Mark III, I would give it the same style design, just like from that movie. And hearing that loud 460 V8 engine, like it would be amazing.
Yeah. Um.
What time is it? Oh, it's 7:36. I'm supposed to meet up with Doc on VR chat at 8. At his time zone, he lives in California, so his time zone is going to be at 6.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so basically, he will hop on at 6 and I will hop on at 8 in the central time zone.
Yeah. Um. I don't
Because
know.
later on, oh, did you see episode 1 and episode 2 of the Astro Boy Express? Did you see those?
Yes, I did. I will admit to you right now, those are sick.
Yeah, and sooner or later, probably next week, somewhere in Friday or something like that, then we'll begin to film episode 3.
Ooh. Um, I don't know when you'll ever get yourself some more free time, but I have to seriously know, when do you guys plan on start making the script for the Missouri Valley Railroad episodes?
Okay. That is still going to be put on hold.
Oh dear.
Yeah, because of one reason. Because
Why
we
is
needed
that?
to save some money to move into a bigger house, bigger space.
Oh.
Yeah, basically my room was just too small for the loop track, you know?
Oh dear.
So that's the
Um,
reason why me and my family needed to save some money to buy a new house with bigger room space so that way I can create larger loop tracks. And also
oh yeah.
means long freight trains and long passenger trains.
Yeah. Um, so I don't know how well I'm thinking of this, but I definitely will be putting some thought into my first two episodes for my Thomas and Friends series on my channel. Um I definitely have to put in some thought because I have no clue on what titles I'm going to do for the episodes.
Really
Yes.
interesting. Also, you'd be surprised. While I was searching up the list of every Union Pacific Steam survivors, guess what I found?
What'd you find?
This. Union Pacific number 3206, a Class P1 Express Passenger Engine.
Oh, snap.
Pretty cool, huh?
Oh, yeah.
This was the last sole survivor of the P1 class. If there's a brass model of that, I would definitely find a model that looks just like this.
Imagine if it was in the Hornby model railway stuff and you.
Actually, Hornby was only interested in British engines only. Bachmann, Atlas, Athearn, Walthers are the only ones that does American engines.
Well, imagine if it was actually made by Bachmann and you had your lucky shot to pull it off of someone at like the Bachmann company.
Yeah, I wish they would have a chance to do something like that in the future. But who knows? We'll just have to wait and see once they get the idea.
But actually, you'll like this. But I still have my Bachmann Thomas.
Well, I still got mine, which I got probably about a few months ago, if you remember.
I got mine last year on my birthday.
Yeah, Jason actually requested for me to buy a Bachmann Henry.
I wish I could buy myself Henry because honestly, the Bachmann tender engines are so expensive on Amazon, but they leave the tank engines and the diesel engines to be cheap.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to eBay, they're much actually cheaper there.
What, the tender engines?
Yeah,
But with no expensive prices. And they
no
actually
expensive prices. Many
And they-
sellers who are not interested of keeping them can sell them away to those who are interested of buying them.
honestly, I would love to have one if it actually works.
Yeah. You only have to read the descriptions first to know whether it is tested or not tested. If they're not tested, don't buy them. If they are tested, you can buy them.
Yeah. Let me actually see if I could take a look right now. I actually bought another set of car keys off of eBay a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll love this. So this guy that I bought these two keys from decided to screw up the title for what he put up on sale.
Oh?
Yeah, he put two Honda 1996-ish Honda keys up on eBay. They're like the OEM ones, like from the original car.
Yeah.
They were the original keys, but they went to the car, of course. These keys actually went to a 1996 Honda Accord LX. This idiot decides to put them as OEM Honda Civic keys. He should have put them as OEM Honda Accord keys, not OEM Honda Civic keys. Like, what the hell was he thinking?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay, what I'm trying to figure out, like, does it really matter the differences if it's a P1 or a P6 Union Pacific steamer? I mean, they are technically the same, but their tenders are the ones that are completely different from each other.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think the only thing I'll try to buy is probably the P6, and just imagine it would just be the P1.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it really doesn't matter which one I get. The difference is the tender, which I can find the tender for it, and probably swap it out with the one that the engine currently has with the other one, and make it into a P1.
Ooh, Henry's a bit expensive on eBay.
How much?
Almost close up to $175.
Well, how much is the ones that are in Amazon?
I'm gonna say almost up to $200.
Oh, so Amazon's way more expensive than eBay.
Yes, they are. Let me
So
see if I can
I
look at
guess I would
names.
I guess I would probably suggest that you would find the tested used model, which basically eBay would be way more cheaper because, like I said, I am an eBay person that loves to buy trains there.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna take a look on there right now to see if I could actually find Gordon.
Right, and speaking of which, Dr. Detroit just notified me that he's on VR chat right now.
Excellent.
I better go see what he's up to. I wish I could stay a little longer, but looks like I better go
It's
check on him,
okay.
see how things are doing.
It's okay. I understand.
I'll see you later, buddy. Take care of yourself, man.
You too, Astro.
See ya. Bye, everyone who is watching the stream. Bye bye.
All right, guys. So that was Astro Boy Productions. So now, while we can, at least while we wait, I want to see if my buddy Adam Morales Productions will join. I would be so happy if Adam actually joined. Actually, let me try Furby Fan 2004. So I texted Furby Fan 2004, so I'm going to see if he decides to join or not. So we shall see. All right, so he's out of the question. Let me try Adam again. All right, sent him a text. So now let's see what he says. I'll be so happy if he actually says yes. But if he does not get back to me, then the least we can do is end this in a good way. And I'm going to make this quite clear. YouTube, if you're listening, any music that I play on my live streams in the further on timing, I will say right now, I do not own any copyrights of them at all. I don't. So, YouTube, if you ever wind up hearing music through my phone, please do not hold me back on that. I do not own any copyrights. I don't. I'm making that quite clear right now. But yeah, I'm looking forward at this point to all the fun timing I'm going to have this week and as of next week as well. Of this upcoming week and the approaching week which will be the first week of June, and the end of the month of this week. Because after today and after tomorrow is the start of the end of May, and then we'll be in June. So this will be fun. But so I'm not hearing any word back from him, so I guess we'll just end this. It's a shame. I was looking to have him. But I'm just going to say right now to you guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you in my next live stream video. And by the way, because I will not be live on Monday, happy Memorial Day, everyone. Because I'm going to be extremely busy on Monday, not with work because I'm off until Tuesday, but I'm going to be extremely busy though still. So I'm just going to say it right now to you guys, but happy Memorial Day. Take care.